This is awesome. Look at this view. My goodness. Welcome to Dan's on the Street. I am Dan. Today we're in Senegal, in the city of Dakar, sitting way out here on the western tip of Africa, probably the westernmost tip of the mainland at least. Pretty interesting place, capital city of Senegal. Large, about 1.1 million, 2.4 in the metro area, so good size. Very interesting place. Let's drop right into what looks like one of the main parts of town. There's something like, I read there's 19 districts here, very distinct districts, so we'll struggle to see all of it, but we'll see a little bit. Looking at November 2015, so pretty recent. Busy street scene here. Interesting. Lots of vehicles, pedestrians, a 4-story apartment building there. Let's move down this way. See what we find. Guy out here on a scooter, that looks like a good time. Bunch of people wandering about, going about their business. Interesting cover on that car. A couple cars here with covers. It must be the sand, gets very sandy, very dusty. I guess sandy. Keep the cars protected. Coca-Cola branding here. They're everywhere. Hey, look at this. Got a horse or a mule. Interesting, using livestock. Interesting to see that. Carrying some, looks like barrels of water maybe. Is this street closed? Is that what that's signifying? I guess so. That's interesting. Looks like there's maybe an event here. All these banners are up and so forth. Kind of fun how they painted. I wonder if these are their flag color. I didn't take note of their flag colors, but I'm seeing a lot of blue and yellow immediately here. Should have taken note of that. Look at this guy here. My goodness. Some fantastic dress here. All around. Interesting. Okay. Man, that's an unusual color suit, but it's kind of fun. Flowering tree. Alright, just taking it all in here. This is one of my first stops in Africa on this tour. I've been a couple other places. It's not very well mapped on Google Maps, which is one of the biggest drawbacks for me visiting. A lot of the cities are not very well mapped, with Street View that is. But I'll be back many times, I'm sure. Interesting. This lady has a dress on in there, I think. Huh. Okay. Obviously a mixture of some of these buildings look to be in pretty great shape, and some of them, some kind of debris around, I'm not sure. Various stages of construction or just whatever their current state is. Look at this bus here. Oh my. Alhamdulillah. Interesting. Quite the paint job. My goodness. You see that in some cities for sure. Well, this city area has been populated for thousands of years going back. The Portuguese came to the area in the 15th century. Things got pretty dark pretty quick, if I'm being honest. A base was set up on an island nearby to establish a slave trade here. So yeah, definitely some dark past. And city was pretty small at the time, and eventually the French ended up controlling the territory, and finally they banned slave trade at least, in 1815. And the city grew a lot after that. People just checking out the unusual view here of a Google car going through. That'd be my expression too. I'd give it a wave, I think. Look at these goats. Huh. Goats and scooters. Tables. Alright. Beautiful light coming in here. Interesting. Dumping water off the side there. Alright. Huh. I guess she's cooking or something. This looks like a pretty good apartment building here. Nice little balconies. Kind of looks vintage 90s or something. I could be off by a decade. Wonder if the yellow... I guess the yellow ones are taxis likely. Look at this building here. Isn't that interesting? Kind of looks like a spaceship landed. Tuba. Mercedes van there. Utility vehicle or something. There's more livestock being used. Looks like they're delivering water or bottles. Very modern bus there we're passing. Wonder if this is a church or office building. Let's pop up. Tell you what. Look at that complex. That's very big. Okay. West Central Bank. Okay. It's part of a bank office. This is an interesting layout for a city. Oh, we got all turned around here. Let's keep north side up. Again, yeah, there's like 19 distinct districts, which of course many cities have, but I kind of see, I feel like they're more distinct here. You can kind of tell where they are. Several of them have these, concentric circles thing happening. Look at that. Let's check out one of these just for fun. We'll drop right in. Tell you what, we'll drop right in the middle. See what we see. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, very deserty looking here. This is a nice new apartment building there. Lots of construction happening. These feel very new. Oh, there you go. Brand new construction. Nice. I love seeing that. Okay. This guy's working over there. BBC University. Okay. Well, that's a lovely view in there. Seems like a newer development. Obviously newer. It's all new construction. A mosque here on the left. I read that it's largely Islamic and some Christian churches too, amongst other places. So a mix, but I think predominantly Muslim. This is all new in here. Look at this. Major development. Pretty cool how they laid it out. I hope that's cool. It's a pretty unusual layout. Especially for a brand new neighborhood. They're just popping all of these buildings up here. Interesting. This is all new. We can't jump back in time to see the prior, but I don't know if this was occupied before or it was kind of empty space. Did they have to demolish a lot to build all this? But this is all looks like it was built in the last... Well, these photos are from 2015. But obviously, yeah, we're in the middle of construction here. That's pretty neat. Major development. So from above, it kind of looks like it's slightly more finished than what we were seeing on the ground. Maybe this photograph was taken more recently. St. Pierre. All right, so here's Christian church or Catholic church. It's kind of an unusual looking place. See if we can get a view of that. A little bit. Oh yeah, it's like a 6-sided or 8-sided. I didn't quite catch that. Maybe 6-sided. Looks like students, perhaps. Look like some sort of uniform, maybe. Interesting. Bunch of people out and about. Obviously it looks quite warm. Selling some food here. Fresh fruit, I think. Stop there and get a little meal on your way. Let's pop up again. Big soccer fields here. Man, what a neat development. And then again, here's another one. Slightly different, but they're doing the same sort of thing. Roundabout water jet. I wonder what that is. A fountain? Wow, look at these. Okay. Cows or bulls or something. Looks like that's a fountain in there. Obviously, it looks to be out of commission at the moment, maybe. Okay, orange. I think that's a cell phone company or something. Don't have those where I live. Look at this building kind of arcing around here. And then, I'm not sure what those towers are. Was there a giant billboard up there before? Huh. Taxi gathering place here, it would seem. Security guard. Gas station. More livestock. Look at that cart there. Kind of looks fun. Just a two-wheel thing. Choco Pain. Okay. Some sort of chocolate treat. Boy, I don't know too much about Senegal or Dakar, outside of what I've read a little bit. It's very enlightening. Again, a bit troubling, just reading up some of the history. Some fascinating Wikipedia links there. Kind of all about that history. Look at this place, Magic Land. Looks like an amusement park. Sort of dark to jump from that to Magic Land, but that's what I saw. Oh man, this looks fun. Kids love this kind of thing, of course. You could come here. This looks like a great time. Huh, Magic Land. Fun. Looks like some roller coasters, maybe a little bit. Carousel. And it's right next to a graveyard here, okay. Cemetery. And skate park. Spelled with a C. Interesting. Oh, graveyard's back in there somewhere. Can't really see it too well. Let's move down this street a little bit. Huh. Apartments. Kind of ACs tucked in there. This guy's selling beds. Is he making them? Maybe. All the pieces are there. Maybe he's just assembling them. This looks newer. Brand new Ford there. Mixture of vehicles here. Some, yeah, it's a real mixture. Boy, what a lot of livestock here. This really looks like they're building couches here. There you can see what a couch looks like under all the cushioning. Basically looks like that. Wow. Rare that you see that kind of construction out in the open. Or that kind of woodworking, at least. It's kind of neat, though. Good craftsman there. This couch, seen better days. But, that's why he's making some new stuff, I guess. Guy jogging out there, it looked like. I've seen this in a number of places. Just like a pile of... I don't know if this is like raw material to build this, or is this getting dumped out? I don't know what the story is with that. So many goats and everything. More construction. This is the Woodworking District, isn't it? Like, everybody is building. Look at this craft there. I mean, it seems like they're really building this stuff from scratch. Like, I don't think they're just putting it together from a kit or something, you know. It looks like they're really making that stuff. That's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever seen that in Street View before. Huh. Let's go down here to the kind of southern tip of things. Avenue Pasteur. I was reading, so this was sort of under French control back even in World War II. Or at least under French influence. There's the water. My. And France was actually planning on they had plans to use this as a launching point for sort of taking back or taking Africa for the Allies. And somehow the plans got out. And German forces or Axis forces came and took the city first. And eventually, the short of it is, after the war, well, by 1960, it became the capital of Senegal. I'm not quite sure. I was missing pieces of that history. A lot of big events happened between the war and 1960. It became part of some other movement. This is gorgeous out here. Island out there. Nice flowering bushes. These look like nice places. Bunch of taxis along here just waiting to give rides or something. Maybe there's an event. Huh. I wonder what services like Uber and Lyft have done to a place like this. It just seemed like there were plenty of taxis around, it seems, already. I wonder if it's arrived here or if it's been banned or anything. Obviously, it's been disruptive in many cities in the US that rely on taxis and so forth. It's been a great help to a lot of people, of course. Riders and drivers, but here's a new place. I do wonder how it's also affected just other places like here in Dakar. Look at that view out there of the city. They're definitely growing here. I see these cranes, under construction buildings, modernizing here. Look at this beautiful place. Boy, oh boy, that looks like somebody's retreat. Very nice. Oh my. Very nice. Huh. Pretty cool to see all that. This is not very well mapped. Almost nothing's here like 3D. I can kind of orbit around, you know what I mean? This was a major port city going way back and obviously even until today. Huge, shipping container ships and so forth, oil maybe. Got all these big boats sitting along here. Does this just get filled with shipping containers, I think? Can we see any of this, I wonder? Maybe a little bit. Oh, one more try. Oh, whoa. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Abba Car, whoever took this picture. This is awesome. Look at this view. My goodness. I mean, this is going to be bringing a lot of money to the city if you're doing this kind of trade and managing of products and stuff. Look at all these shipping containers. It's a wild scene. Awesome. Okay. I'm just in love with how cool that picture is. That's really neat. Okay. Now here's a huge airport. This is an interesting place. Look at this airport, just really cuts into the city. Even well past the runway. Probably for safety reasons has to be closed. There's a cost, benefit situation with having airports this close to a city. I live in a city where the airport is like 45 minutes, an hour from downtown. So of course, which is kind of terrible, or like it's too far. But I guess the upside is, it doesn't get in the way of anything. You have these giant runways and so forth. And so the upside here is you could land in Dakar and be at your hotel in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, which that's kind of awesome. But it does make, if you live in the vicinity of this airport, that's going to be a challenge. You live here and you want to get there, you got to go all the way around. Let's head out here. Oh, they have a golf course out on this coast. King Fahd Palace. Oh, baby. Okay. King lives here. Beyond the wall. The king beyond the wall. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get in there, I'm afraid. Can't even see anything. Got glass up there on the top. Nice buildings around here, though. My. Very nice. This dog's just hanging out. Yeah, really good development through here. What a mix. Yeah, depending where you are here in Dakar, it seems quite wealthy and nice. And then other parts, obviously, significantly, poorer. I mean, it's true of like a lot of cities I visit. But it's just a little more pronounced in a place like here. Brand new BMW. Interesting. Really nice in here, though. Great area. Obviously, we're looking at an area that's next to where a king lives, I guess. So that adds up. Embassy. Oh, the U.S. Embassy is right there. What are the odds? How about that? Interesting. Okay. I don't know enough to comment, but that's very interesting. Beachfront over on this side of things. Yeah, this is definitely a beautiful part of the city. I get why the king would live here. Looks very nice. Interesting. Beautiful water off here. Let's check out that island. Yes, Gori or something. House of Slaves. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. This House of Slaves was built in 1776. Huh. Oh, let's drop right inside. My. What evils happen in here? Beautiful view. Oh dear. This is most interesting. Some pictures and artwork depicting what happened here. It's definitely a place I would visit. I'd love to read more about this history and hear about it. Obviously, all kinds of just terrible displays of human misery and infliction of pain. Interesting though. Boy. 1776. Built by the Portuguese and then the French. That's disappointing, to say the least. Ifan Historical Museum. Neat. This whole island's, again, it's full of dark but interesting history. Wonder what the locals kind of think of it now. Dude, feels odd, I think, to come and visit Dakar and just visit this island here. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Tourist market? I mean, I don't know. Something feels a little painful about that. Oh wow, look at this beautiful statue, monument. Interesting honeycomb pattern. Not quite sure what it represents. That's neat though. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure what that represents. I have to think about that. Or read about it, obviously. Well, that's part of the island there. House of Slaves. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. We have not seen much here, I'm afraid. Let's check out... I wrote down a few places. Dakar Grand Mosque? Dakar Central Mosque? Okay. Not sure if this is the same as the Grand Mosque listed. Looks like an interesting place, though. Can't get inside, unfortunately. Look at that. Oh, yeah, Grand Mosque. This must be it. Big mosque. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Pretty impressive. This kind of looks new-ish, Well, maybe not. Kind of looks new. Newer. Cool. How about that? I wish we could get inside. Institute, okay, a school there, looks like. Dakar Central. Some stadiums around. Huh. Railway station, okay. Let's just get a peek at that. Well, it's got a neat old look to it. Depart. Looks like their language is influenced by French. The French, obviously. Maybe even is French. I could be mistaken. This place has seen better days, but you can see a lot of beauty in it still. Look at the design work there. Boy, picture what that's supposed to look like. That was probably quite grand. It's all been kind of closed in. Still kind of neat though. Looks like a new place is going in here. Maybe this is the new museum. I'm not sure. Can't tell you what that is exactly. And I also saw Dakar Cathedral. Everything, so a lot of the bigger stuff seems to be down here. Oh, here it is. This we can actually pop inside. Hey, how about that? Wow. What a wild image this is. Whoever was the artist here, I kind of like what they did. Obviously something about reaching heaven or something. Wow. Pretty neat. Beautiful organ up there. Look at this pipe sticking out. Huh. I don't know. Kind of like that. Cathedral of Dakar. So much of this I'm so sorry we didn't see more of. Presidential palace, okay. So there's a presidential palace and then also a king's. I don't know if that's just some other king or the king of Dakar. I guess they have a president. A president though. Here's a new place. Maybe we saw this from another angle. Looks like a very well built building there. That scaffolding work is impressive. Lots of security around here. Of course, it's the president. Beautiful building here. I don't think we can really get in or anything. That's a no. That is a no. Wow. Alright, well, I've really enjoyed exploring Dakar. I'll have to come back to Senegal again, because this has been very enlightening, but I'm also left with a lot of questions I need to think about, read about. If you know a lot about Senegal or Dakar, let me know what I missed. Help fill in some history if you're interested in that. I'd send me some links. I'll check them out. I always do. And well, this has been great. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. For now, though, I'm going to add to my map. Interesting. Be sure to check out and vote on the next place I'm going to visit. I started putting out kind of 3 options, so you can have some say in where I go. And check that out on the main page. I'm not quite sure where it's listed. Channel. For now, though, it's on my map. That was great. I was in Ghana. Oh, yeah. A few places in Africa. Again, I'll be back, I promise. All right. Check out some of my other videos. Been all around the world. Over 100 places now. All right, till next time.